Hi guys, today we are doing part 2 of the wooden number blocks and we are making 6 to 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first video. So here we are with number 6. Now we've already done what we said in the first video where we've taken the blocks and we primed them with some white primer paint. And if you haven't seen that, go over there and watch that to see what I do. And then we basically sketch the design with a pencil. So we are seeing this from the painting stage, okay guys? So like I said, if you want to see how I primed and prepared these pieces of wood, then go and see the video 1 to 5, which I shall link over here. So now we're up to number 6. So number 6 is like a dice and we're going to use purple. And guys, this paint here is, I think it's from Hobbycraft, which is a craft store in England. It's not very good. As you'll see, it's very sheer. It has to be like 9 million coats of it for it to look decent. So it is worth getting slightly better acrylic paints if you can, because the super cheap ones are a bit sheer. See, it doesn't, it's not great. So we're just going to paint this as we did with the other ones. We're going to do all the back sides and leave the face till last. So here we go. And guys, before I forget, I've got a special challenge for you. Which number block do you think we've painted here? Can you see? This one is quite tough, so you can tell me in the comments now, or you can watch the video to the end and you will see who this special guest number block is. And back to the painting. Let's get going. So you see how sheer this purple paint is? It's barely covering the grain, which is those lines on the wood. Ugh, not great. Okay, after we've done the first coat of number 6, let's move on to number 7, who is our most colourful number block. So now I'm going to make sure I've got the colours right, because of course we've got the colours of the rainbow. And I've also saved one block, which is going to have Numberblock 7's face. Block number 1 is red. And then we've got our lovely orange. And then we've got a yellow brick. And then let's do a green block. And then we'll do our violet. Whoops! Got a bit of smudge there. And this is number 7's face. So we're just going to paint the sides of this in a indigo colour. Nope, that didn't work out. So we're just going to take the purple and add some white to it instead. And that's a nice colour. I'm just going to paint all the sides of Numberblock 7's face with this colour. Now whilst that's drying, let's move on to 8, Octoblock, one of my favourites. And I'm going to try using this acrylic paint in rose because it looks like a hot pink to me. So I'm not too keen on this paint. I think it's a little bit sheer. Can you see? I'm going to have to do quite a few layers of this. Like the purple colour. I don't know why the pink and purple look this rubbish, but it's alright. We're just going to have to do a few coats to make sure all covers. Okay, finally we can move on to 9, and these blocks are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So of course with 9 it's quite interesting because he is 3 shades of grey. So let's try and mix this up with some white and some black acrylic paint. Now if we do them next to each other, we'll be able to compare them and check that they're the right tones. I actually found some grey coloured paint, so I didn't use black for this. I actually mixed it up with some grey and some white. This is the medium grey. I really like this one actually. And then we will move on to the darkest shade of grey soon, and of course we're leaving the face, the front side, so that we can touch that up at the end. And finally, let's move on to 10, and 10 is pretty massive. I think we're going to do it like this, 5 by 5. And of course, number 10 is quite special because we've got red around the edges and white on the sides. So we better plan this to make sure we don't double paint any sides. Now it's time for the beauty salon because we're going to touch up these cubes and make them look gorgeous, honest. So let's go back to number 6, which is looking a bit patchy, and yeah, I think number 6 needs a bit of love. So I'm going to use that purple paint and I'm just going to fill it in as a first base coat. Even though I'm not too keen on this, but we will touch this up, I'm just going to do this as a base layer. And then we're just going to have a quick look at number 8 because I can tell number 8 is going to need a few more coats because of this horrible pink, which is just really sheer. So we're just going to do the first layer of that because number 8 is looking pretty tragic at the moment. So let's do another coat before moving on to another number block. Then we're going to look at number 9, who is also not looking so great at the moment. And let's top up his face too. Number 10, the front and the back faces are white, so I'm using white acrylic paint. So far this only has white primer on it. and I think it'd look better with some white acrylic paint on top. So we're going to neaten up the edges in case we've got any red on them, and just just sweep that on. Okay guys, now we're going to go in. Now, like I said, the purple didn't look so great, so I've got the Posca purple pen, and we're going to touch up the face using this because these Posca pens are lovely and even. I got these from Amazon, so I will link to them if you are interested in buying them for yourself. And I'm just going to colour in the face using the purple one first, and we'll see if any of the colours need changing afterwards. It's not a big deal, we can always go over it. And let's have a look at number 7. I think we can add some really nice details to number 7's funky face. Using a yellow Posca pen, I'm just going to go around the outline of number 7's eyes. And we're still adding little details here using the white Posca pen. I'm just going to go over the bits which should be white and just outline these. And also these Posca pens, I think they're size 3M, which is a medium fine nib. And number 8, which is probably the one that needs the most work, to be honest with you. We're going to go over that with white, and we're going to get this one looking really pretty. I'm just going to do some nice top-ups here with the white Posca pen. And our number 7 is dry, so I'm going to go with the Posca pen and outline everything that needs to be outlined. Number 10 doesn't need as much topping up, but let's do a bit of neatening anyway using the white Posca pen, so we've got a nice even background. Now it's time to get Numberblock 6 almost finished. So let's get a red Posca pen, and we're going to add some details around the eyes. Back over to Octoblock 8, let's use the black Posca pen to add more details to it. We're going back and forth. Are you guys dizzy yet? Now as we're painting this in, I can see that it's too dark because number 8's eyes are more like a really dark burgundy colour, so we'll try and sort this out. Maybe I need to find a new Posca pen in the right shade, like a burgundy colour. So let's see what we can do. Now using the black Posca pen, I'm just going to add some little details back onto number 6. Okay, back to number 6. Number 6 has been the biggest problem by far because his face is a little bit complicated and the purple didn't look great. But I think it's finally coming together now as we outline the eyes, and let's add some eyes for details. Because I think once you've drawn in the pupils, usually they look alive. And back over to number 10. Number 10 has 2 red stars around his eyes, which is quite simple to do because we're going to use the Posca pen to draw and colour these in. And let's draw in the mouth here with some pink. And let's finish off the eye. I think number block 10 is nearly done. Okay, now we're going back to number block 9 because we want to add some details, and we've got a grey Posca pen here. And then after this, we are going to use black and we're going to outline all the features like we did with the other number blocks. And number 9 is more or less done. Now the next stage with all the number blocks, once they're finished, is to stick them together, and we're going to use some wood glue and leave them overnight in a safe place to let them dry all the way through. And then what we can also do at the end is varnish them, and I used a paint on varnish to protect all of them. And here they are next to each other, number block 6 to number block 10. And guys, did you manage to guess who that number block was that we saw earlier? You're a real Numberblocks fan if you could guess. It's -1. -1 will be making an appearance soon in one of our episodes, so keep your eyes peeled. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye!